warm weather,
right.
so you want to protect if you can buy your meat last when you're shopping. That's a help.
That's
and
right.
if you can ask for paper
Yep.
for your meat product, you know, anything cold, it will hold better when you go to your car when it's 100 degrees. You know,
I
put the
agree
meat
with
in the
you
car.
completely. Yep.
Now, what has happened over the years is now people buy ground meat out of a regular meat case. That ground meat is not by flavor profile. It is just based on fat content. That's all you're tasting.
Right.
That's why it's so much blander today.
Right.
It's a mix of different meats that just comes up 80-20, 90-10.
80-20, 90-10, right, exactly.
You're really only tasting the fat. That's why most of the burgers in the stores, the chop meat that you buy already done, is bland. What I tell you to do is to go to the flavor profile. The classic burger was made from real ground chuck.
Yep.
Ground chuck by nature is 80-20.
Yep.
You get a nice piece of a boneless chuck roast. You don't want steaks because the more you cut a piece of meat, the more moisture it loses.
That's
so
right.
you want a roast cut that still has a lot of moisture in it. Have the butcher grind it for you. And you don't want to just see roast. It's by law on the label has to say where the meat comes from.
Right.
So if it says beef chuck, bottom roast, that's what you're looking for. You want to make sure it says beef chuck to tell you that's where it's coming from. That's the classic taste. Very light, juicy, a very soft chew. That's the original classic hamburger.
It has a nice beefy flavor. Yeah. That's great advice.
Then the other piece is the top sirloin London broil from the round.
Yeah, London broil is actually a recipe, not technically a cut of meat,
That's
but
right.
it's become synonymous, sort of like Kleenex or something, right?
It's the way they started cooking a
Right.
tougher piece of meat.
That's right.
It was sliced against the grain thin for tenderness. Now this is a piece that will be 90-10, the sirloin by nature. Now the sirloin part of the animal is also the stronger steak-like flavor, that type of beef. So if you want a more steak-like flavor and chew, you'd go to a top sirloin where it says beef round on the label, top sirloin London broil. Have that ground, you'll get a pure 90-10.
So whether you want the 90-10 or the 80-20, just ask for it to be fresh ground and buy as much of that meat as you need in one chunk.
And the sirloin is also good for the other summertime favorites, fajitas, tacos.
Oh yeah, it's perfect.
Also
it's
great for that.
Perfect, perfect. Anything that broils, grilled, right?